Hey guys, my name's Jenny. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting video. You guys have been asking it for so long. We are going to be doing high school tips and tricks for anyone going into high school. You don't have to be a freshman, but I think if you are a freshman that this might help you a lot. So I'm going into my senior year, and I remember as a freshman I was like so nervous. My first day of school as a freshman was such like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like a movie to me. Like I had to treat it like a movie. Me and my friends were like on FaceTime the night before, and it was just a moment. But now I'm a senior and I'm going to give you all my wisdom and my tricks and tips to make your school year a great year. So I wrote down all my tips and everything in this notebook. We are also going to be answering a couple questions that you guys asked me in my last school video. I filmed a what's in my backpack at the end of my junior year, and a couple of you guys asked some questions, so I will be addressing them in this video. So one person asked, Jimmy, I'm taking Calc AB this year. Were you also not allowed to use a calculator? Was it hard for you? So I did get to use a calculator. A lot of us brought in our own calculators, but if that's what you're worried about, I think it's depending on your school, but most classrooms for me had calculators provided for people that didn't have them. I don't know the exact name. It's like the Texas Instrument, the graphing calculator, the one that you can use on the SAT. I forgot what it's called, but I have one of those and I did have to use it like quite a lot last year. It's not that you have to, you could probably go through the year not using it, but it just makes things a lot easier and a lot faster to get things done. And then was it hard? I think if I didn't have the teacher that I had, it would be hard. But if you pay attention in class, I feel like, and if you have a good teacher that actually like wants to teach you, then it won't be that bad. I did get a B in that class, but it was a B+, but like there was some parts that were really easy and there were some parts where I'm like, what am I even doing? Like I had to ask so many questions, but it wasn't like the worst thing in the world. I feel like for me, it was easier than physics. The next comment asks about joining track and any tips for joining track. So if you are out there and you want to join track and field, my advice to you is, if you're a runner, because I was a runner, I don't know about any other events and stuff, literally just run as fast as you can. I mean, depends what event you're doing, but like run it as much as you can. When you feel like you can't run anymore, just keep running. If there's one thing that track taught me, is that I can do a lot more than my body, than my mind can tell my body. There were so many times when I was running a race and like, for example, my 800. So if you don't know, an 800 is 2 laps around the field. It's more of a long distance event, but it also can be for like mid distance people. I was a long distance runner, but I would literally run 1 lap and then be so tired. I was like, what if I just walked off of this track right now? Like, who's gonna stop me? I actually feel like I'm gonna die. I would finish my lap and I was like, wow, can't believe I did that. So just literally just do as much as you can. And even like if you're running and you feel like you're about to die, once you get used to it, you're like, I don't even know what it's called, like the time that it takes for you to like get back up and like be walking normal again, it's not that much. So you're not gonna die, unless like, don't push yourself to like the point that you literally can't move, but push yourself. And during tryouts, just like do your best, and everyone has their events, so if you're not good at one thing, go try something else. I cannot hurdle for the life of me. My legs are short. I literally jumped over one and nearly fell, but that's why I don't do it. That's why I run distance. So many people in my last video asked me for the brand of my backpack. So this is my backpack. It's from Target. I don't think they make it anymore. Oh my gosh, there is so much dust everywhere. But it is DTR and it says made for the unknown journey. I bought this in person at my Target and it was like $60. Tried to look for it online, but they don't have it on the website, so I don't think they carry it anymore. But it says DTR right here. So if that helps you, then I hope that's good. But this is just a plain backpack. I really like it because these are padded, and there is a laptop sleeve, there's a big compartment, and there is this pocket at the bottom. I don't think it was much different from like, I don't even know. It's not like a JanSport. The texture is like way different. It's like a canvas, but like really thick. So next I have some questions from my community poll. I asked you guys for questions, but I think people thought I was asking questions like about myself, so I'll just answer all of them. So somebody asked, what is your go-to everyday hairstyle for school? I like to experiment a lot with my hair right now. It's just, this is what it looks like with no styling and no heat or anything. This is like my hair. If I woke up and brushed it, this is what it would look like. But I love putting socks in my hair. I don't really like doing heat because it takes a long time for me. I have a lot of layers, as you can see, so it kind of takes a while to get to all the layers. But I like putting socks in my hair so I can like curl it, or I can make it have like a blowout look. I also like braiding it, and I feel like claw clips are also like pretty reliable, but I also, pigtails is a really good one for if you have a lot of layers like me. I can't do ponytails because a lot of the layers, like the short ones, will come out of the ponytail. So pigtails is perfect for that. Next we have someone asking about school supplies. I will be doing a school supplies video, so please stay tuned for that. Are clubs smart to join if I'm taking all honors classes? Yes, okay. It might be different from school to school, but clubs are usually during lunchtime, and I think it's really nice to join clubs. It's great for college applications, and it's really great for making friends. So yes, definitely join clubs. Do you have any tips on making friends or talking to people? I don't know why I read it like that, but I feel like if you want to make friends with someone, literally just go up and talk to them. Just don't think about it too much. Don't overthink it, because if it's the beginning of a school year, they're probably nervous too. Like, they probably are feeling the same way that you do, so just go for it. Just go talk to people. One of my best friends I met like on the second day of school in my gym class, and she came up to me and she was like, hey, I love your backpack. I think I had like pins on my backpack or something, and now we're best friends. There was a couple people asking for tips for incoming freshmen. Here are other tips for you. I'm gonna go through my notebook now, and we're gonna go through the tips. So my first tip is to get noise canceling headphones. There are a lot of times in classes, even in AP classes, like trust me, I needed headphones where you're just sitting there and doing work on your own, and people be so obnoxious. If you want to just drown them out, get some noise canceling headphones. My favorite ones are from Boss, especially like the over-the-ear headphones. Somebody told me that they don't understand how I wear it because they're scared that someone's just gonna pull them out their head. I don't know anyone who would do that. That's kind of weird, you know, but kind of a basic one, but you need headphones. Before high school, I never listened to music until I got to high school. Then I understood the hype. Next, you don't need to go overboard on school supplies. I'm gonna go more on detail on this in my school supplies video, but literally you don't need to spend all this money on new supplies. You can use the same ones as last year. Even notebooks, you can use the same notebooks as last year if you didn't use that many pages, but you can save so much space in your backpack. You literally save your back because it's gonna hurt. Like, carrying all that stuff is gonna hurt your shoulders. And save your money. Like, you can spend your money on something else. Don't worry about taking cute notes. Take notes that are gonna work for you. If your notes are ugly but you can read them, that's what matters. No one's gonna be looking at your notes. Unless somebody asks you to borrow your notes, that is their fault for missing the lesson or whatever. Take your notes how you want to take them. Don't focus on your Pinterest aesthetic notes. That's not important. Charge your computer. Do you know how many times people will like come into school, bring their computer, but it's literally dead, and then they have to sit on the side of a classroom and charge it because that's where the outlet is? You can charge it overnight. Literally charge your computer before you go to school. You know how much easier it is because then it lasts all day and you don't need to worry about it. You don't have to move away from your seat just to go move to an outlet. It's just so much easier. Your day goes so much smoother if you just charge your computer. Next is keep your old worksheets. When I took calc, I kept all of my papers, all my worksheets, well, not all of them, just the ones that I thought were important, and I had it like in a separate folder pocket. There were so many times when I went through and referenced it, and I was so grateful that I kept it because it literally saved my butt when I was doing other worksheets. Next, wear deodorant. Please wear deodorant. Bring it to school, reapply, whatever you need to do, wear it because people stink. Sometimes you don't even know it's you. So bring your deodorant, bring your body spray, wear it. Like, some people are like, oh, I don't need deodorant, my sweat doesn't stink. Yes, it does. You may not be able to smell it, but we can all smell it. Next is really simple, but it needs to be said. Pay attention in class. Like, yeah, it's fun to like goof around with your friends, but there's a time and place for that. You're in school for a reason, and you guys don't understand how much easier school and taking tests is if you pay attention in class. Like, there was this class that I took last year and I had no idea what was going on because I would go on my phone every single class and I had no idea what was going on. Guess what I got on the AP test? 1. What did I expect? Well, I expected a 1, but still, in the classes that I took the AP test on and paid attention to, guess what? Literally 3, 4, 5s. Pay attention in class. Like, it sounds so stupid, but do it. Don't give yourself unrealistic expectations or standards. Understand that throughout the school year, you're gonna get lazier. So in the beginning of the year, don't create this like hard schedule like, oh, I'm gonna wake up at 5 in the morning, work out, take a shower, go to school, go to sports, come home, stay up, do my homework. Like, you're not gonna do that. The way I realized this is actually like has no relation to school whatsoever, but I'll literally be cleaning my room and I'll stack things on top of each other and I'll be like, okay, this is gonna save so much space, but then I will literally like pull it out and make a mess because I'm lazy. Whatever routine you're gonna make for yourself, just know that it's gonna get lazier throughout the school year, and that's okay because like we're all tired. Next is a big one, and I know so many people are gonna agree with me, is please do not walk slow. People have places to be, and not everyone's classroom is like right down the hall. Like, some people are running the Olympics and going all the way across school, and there's so many people in the way. You are literally not helping yourself or anyone else if you're standing in the hallways just like standing around acting all cool and stuff. You're not cool. You're being a nuisance and you're being annoying. Next Ask questions in class. There were so many times when I was like, I'm gonna ask this question and then like feel stupid. Truth is, there are other people in your class who are gonna be confused too. Don't shame people for their grades. What I mean by this is like if you get a B on your test and you're like, oh my gosh, I got a B, that's so bad. There's like people in your class who get like Fs. When you say like, oh my gosh, I got such a bad grade, you're like literally putting down other people, and that's not cool. Be grateful for your grade. Unless you have like the lowest score in the class, then it's okay. Just be mindful of other people, and you could honestly, like, even though you don't mean harm, be mean to other people. Don't be an oversharer. Have you guys ever watched Do Revenge on Netflix? It's like this movie. People spread things. When you tell someone like your secret and they're like, I promise, I pinky promise, I will not tell anyone, like promise, that is a lie. You tell one person something and they're like, oh my gosh, I promise I won't tell anyone, but then they go tell their best friend and say like, oh please don't tell anyone because they told me not to tell anyone. Then it goes down this line of people and now the whole school knows. If you want to say something, find someone who you really trust and you know is not going to tell anyone, or get a journal. This is my journal. You guys may have seen it in my other videos. It is naked right now because I decided to change the cover. But everything that I ever have wanted to say, it's like pages and pages, and no one will ever know because this is your journal. No one's gonna read it and you can let it all out. I love journaling, guys. Speaking of rumors, don't be the one to spread the rumors. Literally wasting your energy trying to bring down someone else for no reason. I think you have better things to worry about, like your future or your sports or whatever. Like go hang out with your friends or something. Especially if you know it's not true, then what is the point? Okay, next one is like a life hack. So if you guys ever get nervous and you pick at your fingers, put band-aids on where you would usually pick your fingers at. Your skin's not gonna get ruined. For me, I used to pick at my fingers so much, and I still do, and sometimes I forget them. Wearing band-aids on my thumb, especially because that's where I pick my fingers the most, has helped it so much. And then at the end of the day, I can see how much scratching and stuff that I didn't do to my finger, and I see it on the band-aid. And also you can get band-aids for pretty cheap, like from the dollar store or something. And just remember, everyone is anxious. If you're feeling some type of way about something, there's a pretty high chance that someone else is also feeling the same way. I don't know. Just know that you are not alone. If you're feeling scared for the new school year, you're not the only one who's scared. And just keep in mind, like, what is the worst thing that could happen? Think about the worst possible solution. Well, not like the worst possible solution. I mean, not solution. Situation. Like your first day of school, don't be like, oh my god, I'm gonna like get hit by a car. No, like what's the worst thing that could happen? You get embarrassed and then what? You go to sleep and then you move on with your life. And also, don't worry about your friend groups. When I was in 8th grade going into high school, I was talking to my friend who was also in high school, and she was telling me that you're not gonna keep your friends from middle school, and I was like, you're lying, these are my best friends. Well, guess who was right? Because now I only talk to 2 people from my middle school. Those 2 were like my best friends, and one of them doesn't even go to my school now. Just know that if you are in a situation where you're like arguing with your friends, you leave your friends and you feel alone, like it's not gonna be forever. You'll make new friends, and who knows, they might be better than your friends before. This next one I put great emphasis on. Let people talk shit. Literally, if somebody's talking shit about you, let them talk. If they want to be obsessed, let them be obsessed. Look, now you got your own fan club. People are gonna talk shit no matter what you do. You probably talk shit too. I talk shit. Everyone does. No matter what you do, can't help it, let them talk their shit. What are they gonna do? Okay, next. Have you guys ever been in class and then like you just, something happens or something happened and sometimes you just feel really sad and you need to cry? If you're in class and you're trying to like not cry in front of the whole class, here's my life hack. Literally look up. I feel like that has helped me not cry. Also, if you're wearing mascara, if you're wearing a long sleeve shirt, just be like, oh, there's something in my eye. If you have sleeves like this that roll down, wipe your eye, fold it down, and your tears are gone. Yeah, that's me, 6'5" nonchalant dreadhead. Another thing is, if you can hold it in, wait till you get on the bus or in your car and just let it all out. I feel like when I rode the bus and I needed to cry, I would just wait until I got on the bus and then I would start bawling my eyes out because nobody cares on the bus. Everyone's tired, probably on their phones, or you could just go to the bathroom and cry in the bathroom. Alright, now we're on the next page. Don't be like too cool to talk to people. If somebody comes up and talks to you, like someone you don't know, at least respond. Don't be like somebody comes up to you, asks a question, and you're just like, unless this person is your mortal enemy or like they did something that was horrible to you, you're not too cool to respond. Like, How would you react if you went up to someone and started talking and they just straight up ignored you to your face? Literally getting left unheard in real life. Dress how you want, express yourself. You're in high school. This is your time to let yourself be who you want to be. You guys saw my last video with the ranking my past outfits while I was looking for my style, you know? Go through your phases. If you want to be emo, go ahead, do it. If you want to wear frog hats to school, literally do it. If you want to wear furry tail, you might get some weird looks, but go ahead. Stay out of drama and stay away from people who cause drama. I know like sometimes drama can be fun. It's like entertaining, but to be honest, like it's just a waste of energy and it's a waste of time. And people who cause drama, there will literally be people who they love to create fights and make like bad situations about them just because. Literally my ex-boyfriend, it's such a waste of time and a waste of energy. There's better things that you could be doing and you're not going to be happy doing that. So just stay out of it. If you want to listen to it, go ahead, because I know I love to listen to it too. Like I want to know what happened, but just stay away from those people because they're not good for you. They're probably going to drag you down with them if they get canceled or something. Next, don't prioritize getting a relationship. If you are someone who loves high school movies and wants to be like in a rom-com, high school sweethearts or whatever, if you are over here like hunting for a boyfriend, you're not gonna find someone who you actually like. I feel like you're just gonna find someone who wants to be in a relationship. The right person will come. When they do, then you will start your high school rom-com movie. But if you're over here like adding every single girl on Snapchat, like hitting them all up, you're not gonna find someone who you actually like, unless you're trying to just like hit someone up and be like, yo, let's link. But I'm talking like if you want a real relationship and lasting and everything, and like if this is how you find your girlfriend or boyfriend or significant other, I'm sorry, I did not mean to offend you, but I'm just saying don't prioritize getting a boyfriend or girlfriend or significant other. Like I said so many times before, you have better things to worry about and the right person will come when the time is right. Next, try out for the sports that you want to. Just don't be too scared to try out. Just go for it, especially if you just started high school. There is a lot of time for improvement and you never know. If you are a field hockey lover but you didn't know it, you wouldn't have known if you never tried out. And playing sports is also a great way to make friends if that's something you want to do. Like I've made so many new friends in track. It was so fun. It's such an experience. It's a good way to get fit if you want to do that. Next, drop your beef. And what I mean by that is if you have drama with someone, just like talk it out. Literally sit down and have a conversation with them. My really close friends from freshman year, we had like this fight, but then talked about it literally 3 years later. Like this was a couple weeks ago. And it just feels so good to let that all go. After so long, just let it go. Everyone makes mistakes and you need to remember that. And you will feel so good if you have drama and you just talk it out, figure it out, have a civil conversation and be open-minded to the fact that you were probably wrong. You were probably doing something wrong and that's okay. We're all human and we all make mistakes. Don't be loud and obnoxious. There is a difference between being funny, being a class clown, and being loud and obnoxious and annoying. People in the halls who are screaming, who are playing their music on blast, standing in the middle of the hallways, just like acting being cool, you guys are annoying. But like if you're over here making jokes, like funny jokes in class in a space where it's not bothering anyone, that's fine, but don't be loud and obnoxious. If you're a freshman, be ready to get made fun of. It's just a normal thing in high school and don't take it to heart. Don't take it too seriously. Nothing against you, just the fact that you were fresh out of middle school and now you're in high school and you're a freshman, a lot of people are going to make fun of you. Like, let me be real, people will make fun of you if you're a freshman and you just can't take it too seriously. But in contrary to that, make friends that are not in your grade. I'm not saying like if you're a senior, try and be friends with freshmen, like that's kind of weird, but I feel like so many people try to like stay in their grade because I don't know why. A lot of my friends are younger than me. I feel like in middle school, a lot of people like never talked to people that were in our grade, but once you're in high school, especially if you have classes with people younger than you and older than you, it's not that big of a deal. It's pretty normal to like be friends with people who are not in your grade. Just be open-minded. There's literally a new batch of like fresh people who you could be friends with. Personally, I don't know if that's for me because that's kind of weird if I'm a senior. This is something that a friend told me and that it has like really stuck to me ever since they said it. But if there's nothing that you can do about it, then don't do anything about it. Oh, you failed your test? Did you already go talk to your teacher about it? You did? And they said that there's nothing you can do? Then don't do anything. Don't spend your time stressing over something that you can't control. There are going to be a lot of things that you can't control. Like you can't control other people. You can't control how other people feel about you. If you can't control it, then don't worry about it because what are you going to do? Nothing. You can't do anything. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please let me know if you want a part 2 because this was so fun for me to make. I loved coming up with all these ideas for you guys. So let me know if you want a part 2. If you made it this far in the video, comment down below this school emoji because it's like back to school season, and even though it's my last year, I feel like it's not like, I feel pretty emotional about it because I've had so many like good memories in school, but I don't know if I'm ready for it to end yet. But anyways, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content from me, and comment down below what other videos you want to see. If you want to see more back to school videos or outfit videos, make sure to follow me on all my socials at JinnyWa on all social platforms. And I also do ASMR if you like ASMR. And my app for that is Jinny ASMR. It is also linked in the description. And I will also link my other back to school videos in the description as well. And I will see you all next time. Bye!